Good morning, it's Reinhardt here. So it is May 4th, 2025, and I am about to start out on another bikepacking trip. So this trip is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to get a fast forward about 45 kilometers up the road to Smith Falls, courtesy of my kind wife, who's going to drive me there, and my bike. And I'm going to start from there. So the plan is to ride to a little lake on Crown Land, about 2.5-3 hours ride west of Carleton Place, and that's just south of Ottawa, Ontario. The plan is to ride from Smith Falls along the Ottawa Valley Recreation Trail to Carleton Place, and then cut off from there and take a series of concession roads and trails, I guess, to Kate's Lake. So I'm really looking forward to this. I've been planning it for a little while, ever since I saw a YouTube video from Gene Villenuve, I believe it is. So it's his, I think his channel or the video is called Bikepacking Zen, and he went there and it looked really nice. So I thought that sounds just about right for the first bikepacking trip of this year. Just about ready to go. We're going to drive into Smith Falls, have some breakfast together, and then put everything on the bike, and Eva's going to go home, and I'm going to continue riding north from Smith Falls. All right, we'll see you out there. Okay, so a little further down the road, I had a really nice breakfast in Portland, Ontario, which was on the way from Chaffey's Lock up here to Smith Falls. My wife just left. She spent about a half an hour with me here while I was getting all my gear together and putting it on the bike. And so she's gone, and I'm ready to roll, I think. So this is what we got. Here's the bike very quickly. Surly ECR 2019 small. Okay, we've got a Rogue Panda frame bag, custom made for the bike to maximize the use of the triangle. I've got 1, 2, 3 water bottles here. Got my Ass Savers front fender. Let's see, I've got a Rock Brothers top tube bag, Brooks B17 saddle, tried and true. Let's see, Arkel Orca 12.5 liter panniers. Love them, bought them a couple of years ago. They are so robust and so strong. You strap them on and you put stuff in it and you close it up and you just never have to worry about it. Totally waterproof. Got my tent in one of these bags. Tent poles, rope for hanging food. There's the Magine rear light / radar that works with my Garmin. Let's see, what else do we have here? We've got the Moloko bars. We've got the Ergon grips. We've got the Moloko bar bag, which I'm not very happy with, but anyways, we're going to talk more about that later. We've got iPhone 14. We've got the Garmin Explorer 2, which I'm really, really happy with. Rear view mirror, essential as far as I'm concerned. Feed bag. Let's see what else. We've got the Revel 8's Salty Roll here strapped to Salsa Anything Cradle, and then I've got the Salsa Anything cages here on the front forks with 2 by 5 liter nano MEC dry bags. We've got the drivetrain is an XT 1x12, and of course we're rocking the Vittoria Mezcals 29 by 2.6. The rear rack here is a Tumbleweed. It's called the Mini Pannier Rack. Really love it. Bought it for the GDMBR. Super strong, super versatile. Just can't say enough about it. Anyways, that's that. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to start riding. So like I said, I'm going to be riding north through Smith Falls. And then at the north end of Smith Falls, I'll get to Sturgis Road, where I will connect up with the Ottawa Valley Recreation Trail. And then I'll be on that for probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, to Carleton Place. and where I'll stop again, and you'll see me there. So I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. All right, we'll see you out on the road. Here we are, Ottawa Valley Recreation Trail. It's pretty windy. I got the dead cat on here, so it should be okay. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that little ride through Smith Falls. Lots of traffic when you don't want it, and well, that's just the way it goes in towns when you gotta make left and right turns on a bicycle. And it's a Sunday, beautiful Sunday afternoon. So, next stop is Carleton Place. I'll stop there at the Walmart, pick up an SD card or two, a few more snacks for the trail, and then back on the trail to Kate's Lake. Okay, very quickly. If it's a little too much wind noise, my apology. I'm working off my iPhone here. The camera, this is my video camera. This is what I record my video with. The stem that I use for it on my bike, it's snapped. So the plastic part snapped. So I thought I was done. But in fact, I'm not. And this is why. Because the stem's got a hot shoe on the top and bottom that take exactly the same adapter. I don't know, can you see it here? Can you see it there? There it is, yeah. So I'll slide this little piece off. This is where it snapped off. And I'll slide this one on. And now I'll be able to use my clamp and the camera, and I think in some ways it'll be better because there won't be that stem that's going to make all that noise. Sorry about that. When I'm walking around with it or whatever, and I'm using the microphone on the camera. With this microphone, it's okay. But anyways, just thought I was done for so early in the ride, like 5K in, but just think it through for a second, and I think it's all going to work out. Anyways, that's that. Just thought I'd share this with you, and yeah. So life on the road, life on a bikepacking trip. It's all about the adventure. All right, we'll see you up this trail right here, the Ottawa Valley Recreation Trail. This is the first time I'm using the camera with this mounted directly to the clamp and not the stem that it's usually suspended by, and which is what makes all that noise a lot of times in my videos when click, 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 crunch, crunch, crunch. Anyways, don't think that's going to happen now. Never happens with my lapel mic that I've got on here. But yeah, so this is the first time I'm using the camera with the mount. You know, not having the ability to use the adjustable stem, because it comes in handy when for ride-bys and that sort of thing. But you know, the fact that I don't have to worry about the noise factor from it is huge. Huge for me, definitely huge for anybody who tries to watch my videos. Anyways, that's that. Just yakking along here, and show you right back to where we are. This is the Ottawa Valley Recreation Trail. It's what you've been seeing for the last probably minute or so in the last clips, but it's just a big long rail trail that goes from Smith Falls, right there at Sturgis Road. It goes to technically up to Mattawa, and that's like at the top of Algonquin Park on the border with Quebec. The Mattawa and the Ottawa River, it's where they merge. So I've ridden it as far as Renfrew, but no further. So I think even though this trip doesn't call for that, going up that far, I think maybe one of my next rides might be to see if I can piece together the ride all the way up to Mattawa, even if I have to take a bus back. Anyways, got an ATV coming. All right, see you later. More. Must be the Sunday afternoon weekend warriors getting back home. You know what that life is like. A nice little trail of dust. Hey there. So I am in Carleton Place. I'm at a Walmart in this kind of big box store kind of intersection that you see in cities all over North America. So this could be anywhere in North America, but it just happens to be Carleton Place, Ontario, just about, I'd say, I don't know, 40 kilometers southwest of Ottawa. Anyways, so I've just stopped here to Walmart break, pick up some stuff. I needed another SD card, so I got myself a 256 gig SD card, got myself some granola bars, some nice fresh raspberries, and some trail mix. So I'm going to time to eat up these raspberries quickly, and then stash the rest of the stuff in my bike and start heading west towards Kate's Lake. Well, welcome to Carleton Place.
Turn right on trail.
Well, and my GPS is yelling at me. Better do what I'm told, or else I ain't getting there. It's the Carleton Place Town Hall, and I'm thinking this is the Mississippi River, maybe. That's lovely. This is downtown Carleton Place. What a lovely little spot. So we're about, I guess, 15 kilometers out of Carleton Place, following the route to Kate's Lake. It's interesting, on the route map, whatever, it shows the route going in only so far towards Kate's Lake, and then it stops. So I'm thinking there's that narrower trail. I don't know if it's an ATV path but it's not on any of the maps. So, but it's also the same route that the fellow that did it before me, Gene Villenuve, he went the same way because he shared his Strava map. So I guess we're gonna do that and see how it goes. Hopefully the swamp won't be all washed out, but if it is, I'm kind of prepared for it. All right, see you later. Welcome to Clayton, Ontario. I think this is probably the last town I'm going to see before I get to Kate's Lake, and that's not a town either, of course. So this is kind of it, and looks like even if I wanted to pick up something, I'm not sure there's a store in this town. I can see some steeples up ahead, so maybe there's a general store here. Not that I really need anything, but I guess it's good to know it's there. I mean, it's good intel for future if I ever come up here again. And so far, it's been quite lovely. Beautiful gravel roads going through forest, doing kind of the roller coaster thing through some beautiful forests. Very nice homes through there. All right. Let's see what Clayton has for us here. Thinking nothing, but that's a nice lake out there. That looks quite nice. I think there's it looks like a convenience store right there, dead ahead.
70 meters, turn left on Tadlock Road.
I don't think I need to go in there. Alright. We're at Bellamy Mills and Tadlock Road, and we're going left on Tadlock Road. Hey, and there's a beer store and an LCBO here. So that's kind of nice.
6.7 kilometers, continue on Tadlock.
Okay, so we have the first mishap of the ride. When I parked at Clayton back there to get some directions and see what they had, I noticed that the long sleeve top that I took off about 6-7 kilometers ago, I forgot to strap it onto the back of the carrier where I had it strapped before. And so when I got to Clayton, I looked back there and the strap was undone and no top. I'm not going to turn around. I live close enough. I like that top, and I live close enough that, you know, when I finish this trip in a couple of days, maybe I'll just get in my car and drive up through this route and see if I can see it on the side of the road. Not holding out much hope, but quite often, you know, pieces of clothing can lie on the side of the road for weeks, months even. So, anyways,
not totally lost. And then because I'm so close to Ottawa, I'll probably just work that in with a trip to Ottawa to get a couple of other things. Anyways, that's that. Just wanted to share that with you. All right, we are about, I'd say about 15, 20 kilometers away from Kate's Lake. My maps, I have two maps. I have the route map, the route that I devised with Map My Ride, and I modified it to make sure that it followed Gene's route that he shared with me on Strava. And then I also plugged in Kate's Lake in Google Maps, and it gave me the exact same route, except the approach to the lake itself off of the road is in a different place from where Map My Ride said I should go. I'll probably follow my route map because that's what that's the same route that Gene took. So anyways, I think that's what I'm going to do. And I should get there around 7, and I think that's good enough. It stays light quite late this time of year, so I think I'll be fine. But I got to get there, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. We're still on Tatlock Road. All right, see you up the road. So I am at the point where Google Maps and my trail map differ, and trail map says that I make a right turn right here, and Google Maps says that I keep going this way. So I've had issues with Google Maps before, and I don't think this road goes in that far before it might show me some trouble, and if it does...
1.5 kilometers continue on 6th concession, Darling.
Okay, you just heard it. 1.5 kilometers along this road. Looks like they're doing some logging on this road. I don't think it's a logging road, though. It's a concession road. So we're going to stay on this road, and we'll see where it takes us. I hope it doesn't give me any problems up the ways as far as water is concerned, but I guess we'll worry about it when we get there. But we're on our way to Kate's Lake. This is the last, I think this is the actual trail section. It's, and I think it just gets narrower from here. Anyways, that's that. And we're continuing along 6th concession, Darling. All right, we'll see you up the road. Kate's Lake trailhead should be here kind of any time. I'm almost like right on top of it. But this is a lovely road through the woods. And as I suspected, it got narrower since I came off pavement back there on Tatlock Road. So let's see where this goes. Like I said, worst case, I just have to back out and go the other way, the way Google Maps told me. But like I said, just can't trust Google Maps all the time. So who knows where it was going to take me. And I may find out yet if this doesn't work out. Anyways, that's that. See you up the trail. So as you can see, we are entering the Indian River Crown Land. And I guess from this point forward, unless, until I guess another sign tells me that I'm not in Crown Land, that I can probably camp anywhere I want in this area. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Kind of looking forward to getting there. Maybe have a bit of a wash down, have a beer, have some dinner, set up camp, and chill. Right? Anyways, we're on, like I said, Indian River Crown Land. Here we go. It appears that there are a labyrinth of trails going through the area, none of which are on my route map. I think this one goes to Dunk's Lake, which is just beside Kate's Lake. So, yeah. So if I'm camping at Dunk's Lake tonight, then that's where I'm camping. But this is very different, interesting, and kind of why, part of the reason why I came out here, to get back onto these back roads and trails. And yeah, and like I said, this is all Crown land, so anywhere I want to camp, I can camp. I don't have to worry about somebody getting me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and telling me to get the hell out. Anyways, we'll see up the trail, and maybe at Dunks Lake, or maybe even at Kate's Lake. Who knows? We'll see. This is the first water challenge of the day. So what I did is I went in quite a ways, a couple of kilometers along the wrong road in this Crown land area. So I had to double back, and I think this is the route to Kate's Lake. So yeah, anyways, I think we're on the right road. Hope to get there within 15 minutes or half an hour, around 7, maybe quarter after. All right, that's it. I can't hold on to the camera and do this at the same time, so you're seeing what I'm about to go through. Anyways, we'll see you on the other side. Ooh, down we go. Come on here. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of steep. Gotta lose the camera. So it appears we have a bit of a crossing to do here. But unlike last time, there's no way to get through here without getting your feet wet. So, unlike last time on the Hasty Highlander, I brought my sandals. So, I'm going to change into my sandals and get them wet and my feet wet, but keep my running shoes dry. Here we go. Let's get wet. I don't know how deep this is, but it is cold. It is fairly deep. Let's see. Not quite up to my drivetrain. To the middle of my shins. Oh, a little deeper. Yes, almost to my knees. All right. And it's getting shallower. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. All right, looks like it's going to be probably a 7:30-ish arrival at Kate's Lake. Okay, that's it. Looks like I got some hike-a-bike up here. See you later. As you can see, there is a impediment in the road, or the trail, if you will. So it looks like I'm going to have to kind of go this way around this fallen tree. But I think that's going to be it, because if I'm not mistaken, I can actually see water out there. And according to my GPS here, that would be Kate's Lake. So it's about 7:15, and I'll probably get there for 7:30, and just in time to get it all together and settle down for the evening and enjoy Kate's Lake. It's been quite the trip coming here. All right, we'll see you there. So it would appear that I am at Kate's Lake, but that I am not in the primo spot that Gene was at. I obviously took the wrong turn, took the wrong road. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. Maybe the Google Maps route would have taken me right up to the primo part of the lake that had lots of camping spots. But this is not a camping spot at all. This is a kind of in the bush wild camp. I do have access to water, so I'm kind of happy about that. But let's get this tent set up. While I get eaten alive by mosquitoes. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, so that got kind of messed up, didn't it? Okay, so there you go. There's camp. And there's the bike. And here's the water. So this is not Kate's Lake. This is another lake. So I clearly took the wrong road, the wrong path, the wrong trail. And so this is my water supply for the night. I suppose I could maybe try and take a walk down here. Maybe there's a trail that goes down to the bigger lake. Let's have a look. No, there's no trail. It's just a trickle of water, but it looks like I'll be able to get my water right from here. This is, quicker running water. It's just a little stream down to the bigger lake, so I'm sure it'll be okay if I filter it out. Okay, enough of this. I'm going to go and get my clothes out, come down here for a quick schwitz, and then go back and have a beer and have some dinner. All right, we'll see you there. Hey guys, so I'm not sure how this lighting is. I can't see myself in it, but I thought it might provide a bit more spread and something a little more even. Anyways, so I am here at Kate's Lake. Not not exactly what I thought it was going to be, as far as my experience is concerned. Obviously, the approach was incorrect. I took a turns that I shouldn't have taken. I got to Kate's Lake trailhead. From there were trails all over the place in Indian River Crownland area. So that was, that was kind of nice to know that I was there. So I wouldn't have to worry about if I needed to camp somewhere if things just didn't work out. Sort of taking all these little trails, back and forth, trying to get down to these little lakes that are down here. But anyways, after a couple of turnarounds, I got back here. I got back to the trail that comes down to Kate's Lake, but it comes down to a different part of Kate's Lake. I'm not at the camping area that the fellow that has the YouTube channel, Gene Villenuve. His experience down here. He obviously came in a different way, took some trails that I didn't. Whatever. Anyways, I'm on Kate's Lake, but I'm on the other side, and it's really wild here. It's very rough. There was the last probably half a kilometer, 3/4 of a kilometer was hike a bike, was just walking bike through the woods because it's so thick back here. But I am, here at the lake, far side. Had a nice sunset. It was beautiful. Enjoyed the evening as much as of it that I had. It was pretty much, get here, do everything that I need to do, and kind of slagging off and just kind of chilling out. But yeah, got it all done. It's about 10:30. So, and I think I'm pretty much done for the evening. Got about 80 kilometers in today. Like I said, a little bit of turnaround here and there. Kind of a little bit of wetness, but good thing I brought my sandals because then I have to get my running shoes wet, and that was really good. But anyways, I'm here and I'm liking it. I'm comfortable in my tent. And yeah, it could be a lot worse. I'm loving it. All right. So plan tomorrow is to get out of here some way, somehow. I'm sure there's a trail set. I'll check it out tonight. Going out of here. If not, I'll just go back the way I came. It's not a biggie. Yeah, and get over to the KMP Trail and at Clyde's, whatever it is, corners, who knows, and hang a left, and I'll catch the KMP Trail there. And I'll just head south. Plan is to get to Charlotte Lake, like I said, and see if I can get myself a wild camp there. We'll see how that works out. That's what this is all about. But yeah, had a great day.
Thanks for coming with me. We'll see you tomorrow.